Okay, y'all, so in this video, I wanted to talk about something that I was thinking about a lot that I've seen from the 2K information that news we've been getting. So, of course, I could go on like other 2K YouTubers' actual like build videos, but of course, you know, I'm not a bigger creator, so I can't have any footage to show y'all of the builder itself. So instead, I thought, you know, I'll think outside the box. So I just went to, you know, Google and Twitter and got my player template screenshots and all that stuff to show y'all instead, and actual pictures off Google and Twitter, because I didn't want to, you know, use somebody else's content and risk getting copyrighted. Plus, even without a copyright, I just will feel bad using somebody else's content, you know what I'm saying? So I thought I'd be creative, like I said, and, you know, get pictures instead of going on somebody else's video. But anyway, in this video, I wanted to talk about the my player template and why I think it's for casuals, and just look at, you know, the actual template itself. And I'm gonna go from category to category. So I'm gonna go from like point guard to shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. It's gonna be each segment in the video. So, you know, that's what I'm gonna be doing today in this video. Before I continue, I'm gonna say, if you're new, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're brand new, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna be posting stuff like 2K, basically all things 2K, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be posting when the game comes out and stuff, so just, you know, stay tuned for all that good stuff. But anyway, with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and look at this whole my player template builder thing, because I'm having mixed feelings on this a little bit, I ain't gonna lie to you. So yeah, let's jump into it. All right, so off the rip, we now on the point guard segment of the video. A big shout out to my man on Twitter. His name is Ja Bridgeforth. Like I said, I didn't want to go and use the actual 2K YouTuber's actual video because that wouldn't be probably fair use probably. And plus, like I said, I'd rather use a picture because a picture, of course, ain't like copyright, just a picture. So anyway, we're looking at LaMelo Ball off the rip. And when I'm seeing LaMelo Ball, I'm looking at this build right here and I'm thinking like, I'm gonna get right into what I was saying in the intro. So the reason why I say this is for casuals in my opinion is because, to my knowledge, the only benefit you have of using this is getting the player 6, as far as I know, you know, according to the 2K24 news that we got. The only benefit you get is using the player's actual SIGs when you get this actual template builder. Because otherwise, what's the point in using this builder? Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, and the reason why I say this is for casuals is because now that I look at this builder, it looks to me, and I'm not sure, this is why I wish I had my own gameplay, or it looks to me as though the only benefit to somebody who's not a casual using this is that the game puts all the attributes in a certain spot for you. So if you want to make like a LaMelo Ball type build, then you just get sped up in the process and the game puts all the attributes where you want to put them at faster than you want to put them in the actual spots. Do you get what I'm saying? Because otherwise it's like, what's the point in using this besides getting the SIGs of LaMelo Ball? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm looking at this build right here, and as you can see, you got 73 close shot, you got 88 driving layup, which is good. At 83 driving dunk, which ain't bad. You don't get contact dunks like that, but you get 83, so it's not bad, like I said. You get a 75 mid-range, which is not the best. Mike Wayne said that mid-range shots is not gonna be a lost art in this game. Then you got an 82-3. So I'm gonna tell you right now, based off that alone, this is not a LaMelo Ball build. But of course, the reason why the attributes is what they are is because 2K had to try to balance it out for the builder, because you can't make an actual build for a LaMelo Ball and have it actually accurate. Because if that were the case, it'd be overpowered builds like 2K21 on the PS5 Series X. But the way it is, it makes it to where you don't have a good three-point shot. Now, also, I'm gonna point out this little customized build section right here. It says customized build. Now, I don't know if with the customized builds, if you locked into this actual player style or not. What I mean by that is, I don't know if you hit customized build, you can take, let's just say, the pass accuracy down to like a 92 and put it somewhere else. Or I don't know if you can take down the attributes all the way to 0 and then start from scratch. Or if the game locks you into this actual build to where you can't take the attributes down but so far to keep a LaMelo Ball type build. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, I don't see the point in this, because I'd rather just go in the game when the game comes out and make my own build. And on top of that, that's the first reason. The second reason is because I don't know what SIGs is gonna be good this year. So I'll get into that a little bit later on. But anyway, we can see down here, you got speed is at 82, 84 acceleration. This is not a good build to make at all, in my opinion. Even if you're going for a bigger guard like a LaMelo Ball, like whether you're going for a build that's like LaMelo Ball, or if you're a content creator that's making a LaMelo Ball type build for a video, this is still not a good LaMelo Ball build. You're better off making the old fashioned way, or making the old fashioned build and just going with that instead of just doing what this is on screen with this particular template. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some templates are better than others from what I've seen, so I'm gonna just go to the next one real quick so that, you know, I can show y'all a more in-depth example. All right, so now we got the young boy Kyrie, and this just furthers my point. Look at what Kyrie got. So he got an 82 close shot, which is not very accurate to the real Kyrie, of course. A 91 driving layup, which is pretty accurate to Kyrie Irving. A 30 dunk, which I ain't gonna lie is crazy because of the simple fact that I saw that footage of Kyrie Irving playing in the Drew League. When he was playing the Drew League and had those alley-oop dunks, he was going crazy, he was going stupid. He was dunking like he got at least a 78 dunk or 75. Probably like a 75. So a 30 dunk is crazy, but at the same time, I understand why his dunk is so low, because again, they want to balance these builds. Also, you got a 64 post control, which is accurate because Kyrie Irving, because post control helps you do like phase out the post and stuff like that. I said this, but yeah, it helps you do like phase out of the post. So I understand the 64. A 91 mid range makes sense for Kyrie. At 82.3 is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's not crazy. It's just it's not what Kyrie will actually have. But again, because of balancing, I understand why it's like this. At 83 free throw doesn't matter because we're talking about a park build, of course. That's, you know, what most of us gonna be making builds for the park, not the rec. So free throw's not gonna matter. 87 pass accuracy, not bad, but I wouldn't say that Kyrie's pass accuracy is even that high. It's probably in real life like an 84, but still, of course, balance. So I get it. 98 ball handle is of course accurate. Speed with ball is a 83, which is, it ain't crazy, but it's not that accurate, but again, balance. Okay, you got a perimeter defense of 58. Now, this is why I was saying, I don't know if you hit customized build, if you can actually like take down, let's just say, pass accuracy to like a, instead of an 87 to being like an 82, and then bringing up your perimeter defense. I don't know if that's a thing or if the game locks you into this Kyrie Irving type build. So the game will say, okay, you're locked into Kyrie Irving. So if you hit customized build, we're not going to let you bring up your perimeter defense if you bring down your pass accuracy because it's a Kyrie Irving. So I don't know if that's a thing or not. That's another reason why I say that there's no point in using this template most likely. And then another reason, which is what I was talking about earlier in the video as to why I don't know if this is even a good thing to go with, is because of the fact that we don't know what SIGs is going to be good this year, because Mike Wang never talked about whether or not the SIGs would be more effective, because of course he don't know because the game ain't out yet. The game can come out, somebody can get a Kyrie Irving template, and then Kyrie Irving's dribble package could be kind of mid and trash, kind of like it was, you know, in the previous 2Ks. Because in the previous 2K games, Kyrie Irving's dribble package was never that good. It was either mid or trash. Like, for example, his size up escape was trash. His signature size up was, it looked good, but it was not effective at all in terms of actual gameplay. So that's why I say, like, if I'm going to make a play shot, which I most likely will this year, I do it every year because I'm a play shot in real life. I'm a 6'3" play shot in real life. So I'm most likely making a play shot on this game again, at least on one of my builds. I'm probably gonna make multiple builds, but on at least one of my builds, I'm gonna make a play shot. But if I'm going with a play shot, like, if basically what I'm saying is, if I was a casual, and let's just say I didn't want to go, whether I'm a casual or not, if I wanted to use a player build template thing, I'm not going to go with a Kyrie Irving template as a play shot template, because there's a better play shot template in the game, number one. Number two, I don't know if his dribble stage is even going to be good, because like if I go with his template, let's just say, like I said, let's just say I use Kyrie Irving's dribble package as his template. So I have Kyrie Irving SIGs. Kyrie Irving SIGs in 2K24 are not effective like they were in 23. I basically just chose Kyrie Irving template for nothing at that point. And I'm gonna show you why in a further example when I pull up the next play shot build that's even better than this one in my opinion. But let's keep going though. So you got a perimeter defense of 58, which is kind of terrible, I ain't gonna lie. And it's not accurate to the real Kyrie either. You also got a speed of 82, which is not accurate to Kyrie either. But of course, balance. It makes sense. But for this build sake, even though it makes sense for balancing, and even though you know it's not a real Kyrie Irving build in real life, again, it's bad for this build. At 82 speed, it's kind of slow. For this type of, for a 6'2" point guard in 2K, at 82 is kind of slow. Now that 87 acceleration ain't bad, especially because of the whole blowout mechanic, because we know there's blowouts in this game now. So with blowouts, what's basically gonna happen is you're gonna push the ball out in front of you, you can beat a player that's like, it's gonna be slower than you. Cause I ain't gonna lie, most players are gonna be like at least 6'6", 6'7" this year, because 6'8" is kind of gone and 6'9" is kind of, well, not 6'8", 6'9" is kind of like gone now. So they're not what they used to be, because Mike Wayne said that 6'9" aren't overpowered no more. So even still, most players are probably gonna have like a 6'6", 6'7" lockdown type build, or like a build that's not like at least an 82. So you're still gonna be faster than most players, but like, let's just say you're gonna use another guard. You're gonna need more than 82 speed. In most cases, I'm guessing. At 87 is like for the blowouts. That's good. So basically a quick first step with this build would be good because of the 87. But once you get to going, or once you get to the top of your speed and you get in the straight line speed area, you're not gonna be going that fast at all with an 82. So I would not go with this build at all for a template. This is kind of just me kind of like, I don't need to have the game to know this. I could just tell off rip. Like I'm just trying to help y'all out, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's the Kyrie build. The next build is a play shot build that's better than the Kyrie build in my opinion. Is this next one coming up next, which is Trae Young. All right, look at this Trae Young build. Very similar to the Kyrie Irving build we just looked at, but even better. And I'm gonna tell you why. So look, just like the Kyrie Irving build is very similar with close shot and driving layup. but the drive and dunk is even worse, which don't matter because let's be real. A 25 drive and dunk versus a 30 drive and dunk with Kyrie is not different at all. You still can't dunk. A mid-range shot is an 82, which is worse than Kyrie's mid-range, but you can still get off with him 82 mid-range, I'm sure. You can go crazy with 82, I ain't gonna lie. 85 3 is better than what Kyrie had at his three-point shot, which was like an 82. So it's a little better, not much, but it's still better nonetheless. On top of that, you can see pass accuracy is 83 is the sweet spot, I think, for point guards for pass accuracy. You don't need nothing more than an 83 as a point guard, because I had like a 72 pass accuracy for my 6'3" point guard last year in 23, so I'm pretty sure the passing is not going to be much different in this game. So I say 83 is fine. 95 ball handle, again, very similar to Kyrie. A 95 versus a 98 is hardly any difference at all, in my opinion. You get the same pro dribble moves, most likely, unless like the dribble requirements is the 98 like Kyrie for like a lot of signature dribble moves or whatever. I still think this is enough, you know what I'm saying? Also, speed with ball, 87. I don't remember what Kyrie's off the top of my head was, but I'm pretty sure it was around the 87. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe the same. Perimeter defense, look at this. Perimeter defense with Trae Young is better than with Kyrie. And he's a whole inch shorter with a shorter wingspan, well, basically the same wingspan, like a 1 inch shorter, I think. That doesn't make any sense. But again, balancing, it makes sense then. It doesn't make sense, but it does make sense when you think about balancing. But he's an inch shorter than Kyrie on this game, with an inch shorter wingspan, and less weight, but has better perimeter defense. So that just goes to show where everything I just said, the Trae Young play shot build is way better than the Kyrie one in terms of templates. Okay, going down low, more speed than Kyrie. Kyrie had an 82 speed. You have an 84 speed with Trae Young. At 87 acceleration versus, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, this is the same type of play shot build as a point guard, but it's just better than the Kyrie. On top of that, we know based off previous 2Ks that Trae Young's size up escape was one of the best in the game versus Kyrie's size up escape wasn't good at all. So that's just another reason as to why, if you're gonna, basically what I'm saying is, in terms of point guards, from what I've seen so far, if you're going point guard build with a template, go with the Trae Young template. Do not go with the Kyrie. It's very similar to Trae Young, but it's worse in almost every way. On top of that, we already know that, like, you going with the Trae Young template, you're getting the SIGs, which are better than Kyrie's SIGs, according to 23. Now, I could be wrong. 24 signature, size up moves for Kyrie could be better this year. They should be the best in the game because it's Kyrie. He has the best handle in NBA history. So you would think that Kyrie has the best SIGs, but in terms of dribbling, but he doesn't. So just to be safe, if I'm doing this, I'm going Trae Young because, like I said, we know he has the best. We know he has good SIGs when it comes to the size up escape and his tweens. Like, they're better than Kyrie's was in terms of 2K. So that's why I think that the best point guard template is Trae Young, or maybe probably the next guy, which is De'Aaron Fox. And I'm not going over every single point guard template. I'm just trying to make a point here. So let's go into De'Aaron Fox. Okay, now we on the De'Aaron Fox my player template. And in my honest opinion, if you are casual that wants to use this template to make a quick build real fast, I think that De'Aaron Fox has the second best point guard template out of all the other point guard templates in this game. I think Trae Young got the best. I think De'Aaron Fox is the second best. And the reason being is the shooting. In every other category, De'Aaron Fox beats Trae Young, of course. This isn't really a play shot build, so to speak, because the shooting is not that strong. But you got what you needed for the most part. You got good pass accuracy. At least the 80 or better pass accuracy is all you really need for real. Or really a 75, because I had a 72, like I said. But anyway, the playmaking is solid when it comes to attributes. That's solid. The finishing is cool. Now, the drive and dunk is only a 75, but it's better than a 30 or a 25 like Trae Young and Kyrie. Of course, the speed, 90, the best speed, better than both of those players I named earlier. Acceleration is better. You got perimeter defenses is better than both Trae and Kyrie because they had like a 58 and like a 40 something or something. Either way, it was lower than 71, way lower. So yeah, this is the second best build in my opinion because you lack 3-point shooting and you lack mid-range shooting. Now, Mike Wang did say that a 75 is doable for 3-point shooting, but I ain't gonna lie. Mike Wang probably don't play the game like that when it comes to shooting, and he's probably not that good at shooting on the game. So if you was like Diesel level of like a good player on 2K, I would say a 75 is all you need for a 3. But because he's not, or because I'm not, I think the sweet spot, instead of what Mike Wang said being a 75, I think the sweet spot for this template builder would be like an 83. That's just my opinion though. I could be wrong. I think with an 83 ball, you could shoot at least like 10 3-point shots and make at least, I don't know, 7 out of 10 with an 83 ball. At least 7 out of 10. At least for me, that's how I would be. So I think this is the second best point guard build. And on top of that, I'm not really familiar with De'Aaron Fox's SIGs, but I don't remember his SIGs being overpowered. I think his size up escape was like mid, like Kyrie's size up escape, but I think his behind the back dribble was kind of nice, and I think his signature size up was kind of good. So I think, like I said, through and through, when it comes to SIGs and just the attributes and everything you get, I think the De'Aaron Fox template is second best. We ain't gonna go over all of them, like I said. You see, with shooting guards, based off these templates, it's a lot harder to say what's the best shooting guard build, because shooting guards are kind of more diverse than point guards. We know point guards just, mainly want to play make and be able to shoot threes, right, and have a good ball handle. But shooting guards do the same thing, but playmaking is not as important. So it's more scoring oriented. So it's hard to say what's the best build. It really goes for like what you're going for. It really depends on what you're going for. So like, for example, at first glance, I would say that the best build is probably either Jaylen Brown or Anthony Edwards. But then when I see Klay Thompson, I see he has a good shooting. Then I see a guy like Tyler Hero, who also has good 3-point shooting, but Tyler Hero has like a 60 dunk. So it depends on, if you don't care about dunking, I would say Tyler Hero probably has the best shooting guard template. But if you care about dunking, then I would say that it's probably Anthony Edwards that has the best shooting guard template, because Anthony Edwards has good speed and he has a 90 dunk and he has decent shooting. So it depends on what you're going for. I would say that probably either Anthony Edwards or Tyler Hero. But Tyler Hero is kind of like no dunking, but Anthony Edwards is dunking, like I said. And then Jaylen Brown is a close third, I would say, probably. But again, it depends on your play style. If you care about dunking, I say that Anthony Edwards is the best shooting guard template. But if you care about, I guess, mid-range shooting and taking a lot of mid-range shots, Jaylen Brown. But if you care about 3-point shots, I'll say Tyler Hero. So I would say those are my top three, even better than Klay Thompson. Because Klay Thompson doesn't really excel in anything except for shooting, but like he lacks in other areas. So if I'm going off just what's the most well-rounded for your play style, I would say first, Anthony Edwards is the best. Second is most likely Tyler Hero, and then third is Jaylen Brown, based off shooting guards. And then honorable fourth is probably Bradley Beal. So it just depends. But still, like I said, you have to also factor in SIGs and all that stuff. SIGs wise, I'd say Tyler Hero is probably second best still. No. SIGs wise, I say Tyler Hero is the best probably, because in terms of his SIGs from 2K23, he has some pretty effective dribble signatures. You know what I'm saying? So I would say in terms of SIGs, Tyler Hero is the best shooting guard. The complete worst template in terms of shooting guards is probably Austin Reeves or Josh Giddey. Because Josh Giddey, this man got a freaking 95 pass accuracy. As a shooting guard, you do not need to be focused on passing. It makes no sense to me. If you're making a Josh Giddey type build, there's no point. Unless you're like the smallest player on your team. This is really for like I said, this whole template thing is for guys that are casuals, that are playing with squads. But if you're a casual, you most likely don't have a squad though. So it's weird. It's like, if you have a squad, you most likely not making a shooting guard anyway. You're making either a point guard, a small forward, or a big, like a power forward or a center. This a big, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna make either a point guard, a small forward, just like a defensive type player that can slash, or a rim protecting big. Not back to the basket, but like a rim protecting big. Those usually the three types of players people make in the parts. So that's why I say it's hard to use a Josh Giddey build for this, because most people aren't even gonna make shooting guards in the part. And if they do, they're going to be running with teammates that's going to be able to play make as well, because they're going to be playing with a point guard, because point guard is one of the most common positions in threes, not a shooting guard. But if you're going to make a shooting guard, you're not going to have pass accuracy like Josh Giddey. So that's why I say he's probably the worst one out of all of these templates, in my honest opinion. Now with small forwards, like I said, if you were casual, for this one, I'm not going to lie, it don't matter what type of play style you got. The best small forward templates is Paul George and Mikal Bridges. This man, Paul George, is so well-rounded, it don't even make sense. This man has an 85 dunk. He don't got 86 because of contact dunks, but like I said, if you can customize build and add one more dunk attribute to your 85, I don't know how customized build works, so I wish I did. But based off of this right here, driving dunk at an 85 is solid. Now, I don't think you get contact dunks like that unless you have like an 86, but it still ain't bad though. At 83, doable. 80 mid, doable. On top of that, at 85 ball handle, you get pro dribble moves. A 91 perimeter defense, 79 speed, so you're not that fast, but you're faster than, that's crazy that you're faster than Jaylen Brown, who's a 6'6 shooting guard, and you a 6'8 small forward and faster, but of course balancing, so it's not crazy at the same time we think about balancing. But yo, Paul George is a solid, it's like probably the best small forward build in the game for a template. And then if not Paul George, like I said, Mikal Bridges. And this don't matter what your play style is for small forward, based off what I just saw. Because this right here, I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda crazy. Look at this. At 86 mid-range, at 84 3, at 80 ball handle, so you still get pro dribble moves, at 89 perimeter defense, at 78 speed, which is a little slower than Paul George. I think his was like a 79. And you get a little bit less drive and dunk, well, actually a lot less at 71, but you can still dunk at least. So yeah, I say really, to be honest, I think that the best small forward build is Paul George for templates, and the second best is Mikal Bridges. If you're someone looking to use the template for power forwards, in all honesty, I think that Aaron Gordon's the only decent one. And a close second would be probably, I want to say Draymond, but I don't know. But I think Aaron Gordon has the best one. Because of balancing, like I said, it's not crazy, but it's still kind of crazy at the same time. Like, regardless of balancing on this one, it's kind of crazy. And that is being that DeAndre Ayton's 3-point shot is a 70, but Anthony Davis's 3-point shot is also a 70. On top of that, Anthony Davis's speed is a 65, and DeAndre Ayton's speed is a 66. That is so crazy to me. Like, I understand balancing, but come on now. Anthony Davis is an 82 drive and dunk. DeAndre Ayton is a 75 drive and dunk. Now that can go either way. Personally, I think DeAndre Ayton's a better dunker, but that can go either way. But yeah, like there is like, I think based off what I've seen, power forwards and centers, nobody stands out to me. So based off of these templates, it's looking like as far as templates go, the meta builds for templates will be point guards and small forwards because they have the best templates in this game so far based off what I've seen. Like Paul George, Trae Young, they got the best ones. Drew Holiday ain't bad for shooting guards, but point guards and small forwards will be the way to go for templates in my opinion. And I'm about to wrap up what I was saying earlier in this video, and that is that this whole template system seems to only serve for casuals. You know, the type of casuals to where they don't play 2K that often. They really don't be watching like anything other than the Poggers. They're probably a part of the Poggers community instead of like, you know, most 2K people are part of like the WL community. They're part of the Poggers community. They probably watch like a lot of streamers just like on the Pogger side, so they don't really be in the sports games like that. You know what I'm saying? So they probably just get it because their friends got it and their friends just like, yo, come to the park, make a player. All right, I'll make something real quick. Then they make this build with this whole template thing right here, and that's how they end up having this like basic build. Because otherwise, if you're not a casual player, you're gonna actually use like your own time to do it the old-fashioned way. Because let's be real, even with the SIGs, there's still not incentive enough for somebody like me to actually use this because of the fact that I don't know how good or bad SIGs is gonna be in this game. So it's a guessing game. So I don't want to get like a Kyrie Irving type system, assuming that his SIGs are better than, you know, you find out later down the line. Or when you first get the game, you find out that the SIGs are kind of, you know, not good. Because you're not gonna know until after you finish your actual build. So I don't want to get a Kyrie Irving. I said this earlier in the video, so you know what I'm saying? That's why I say like, this is only for casuals. Somebody who never played 2K before and they want to hurry up and make a build, or someone who has played 2K before, but they're just not very good at making builds, or somebody who has friends that don't play this game like that. And yeah, it's for casuals. Like, it does all the work for you. It puts everything in every spot. I mean, you could probably customize the build like I said earlier as well, and probably bring it down to 0, or you could be locked into the actual player and the game will let you take your attributes down past a certain point. I don't know. Time will tell. But based off what I've seen so far, I say this appeals to casuals. So that's why I say if you're, unless you're a casual, or even if you're a content creator that plans on making like build type videos, like let's just say you make a video called My Anthony Davis type build, I still think you're better off doing it the old fashioned way than using this because of number one, the way they tried to balance this game. They got Anthony Davis with the same 3-point shot at the startup as DeAndre Ayton. That's reason enough for me to not even want to use this NBA template system. This is for casuals. That's just my opinion. Y'all could think differently. Let me know in the comments if you do. But based off what I've seen, if you don't hit customized build, and if you're locked into this whole player type thing, like I said earlier with my theory, with my hypothesis, this is for casuals. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Oh, another thing, I wanted us to have an actual demo for the game because I just don't feel like it's fair that like smaller creators, we couldn't get flown out to actually play the game early. So as a result, so that everyone can be happy, I think what we should have gotten was a demo so that we can actually test the builds ourselves. That would have been a whole lot better in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't get it, so it is what it is. Might talk about that more in another video. But with that being said, y'all, that's all I got for y'all for today. So I appreciate all y'all for watching. If you enjoyed, like I said at the beginning of the video, leave a like down below. Also, if you're new, subscribe, all that good stuff. I try to come with a different perspective, which you might not see on other 2K creator channels and all that stuff. So that's reason enough to subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like my perspective. But with that being said, y'all, it's been your boy, Edwin Andre. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.